What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at another movie all about dogs and doggies. And it is not a child-friendly film. So if you're a child, click off the video now. This is an 18+ movie, and it's called Strays. It is about talking dogs. Not like your Cats versus Dogs. Not like your Marmaduke. Not like your A Dog's Purpose or Marley and Me. It is pretty adult. Pretty adult. And we'll get into that in today's video, because this is another movie which I wanted to watch as soon as I saw the trailer for, and I am so excited and so glad that I actually watched this. It is a movie that came out in 2023. I think. It could have come out in 2021 or 2022, but I skipped out on it, and I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't watch it. I just forgot about it, which is unfortunate, but I'm so happy that I watched it. So let's get into what Google has to say about it, and then we'll get into the rest of the review. So, abandoned on the mean city streets by his low-life owner, Doug, a naive but lovable dog named Reggie falls in with a fast-talking, foul-mouthed Boston Terrier and his gang of strays. Determined to seek revenge, Reggie and his new canine pals embark on an epic adventure to get him home and make Doug pay for his dirty deeds. So that's what Google has to say. And let's actually get into the real story of what happens in Strays, because we can never trust anything we read online, but you can trust every single word that comes out of my mouth to 100% factual accuracy. So, the movie starts off with a lovable couple coming out of a shop and seeing 3 dogs. They obviously pick one up, and it's good old boy Reggie. And they take him home, and they end up falling out because Reggie picked up some underwear, because they don't buy him any toys, and they don't give him, like, dog food. They just give him scraps, and, he pulls out some other girl's underwear, and because it's technically the girl's dog, and the girl loves this dog to pieces, the guy hates this dog with all of his heart. He decides to try and guilt trip her by keeping the dog and not letting her see the dog, which causes him to be stuck with the dog. He's not happy with that, and he eventually gets sick and tired of all of Reggie's shit, trying to hop up when he's having a little nut bust, trying to, actually play and be a dog, and Doug doesn't want any of this, so he plays a game with him, well, what Reggie thinks is a game, by dumping him in the middle of nowhere, but Reggie always finds his way back home. Doug finally loses his shit and takes him all the way 3 hours away to a city, and then goes back home to Oakwood. And this is where he meets his pals. He meets his buddies and learns the way of the street, and he realizes that Doug never loved him, and they're drunk and full on pizza, full on snack night, and they all agree to go rip his dick off. They all agree to go rip Doug's dick off. So they go out and set off on this quest, this 3-day quest to find Doug, and they go through a carnival, see fireworks, eat mushrooms, get high, devour a family of rabbits, get sent to the pound, break out of the pound, have an argument, disappear, find a lost girl, take them to the police, go find Doug, rip his dick off, set his house on fire, and shit in his face. They then go back to living a life of luxury with the girl dog going and joining the police academy, the dog with a cone, staying at his nursing home, removing the cone and gaining some balls and confidence. Good old friend, the little Frenchie there, I think that is what it's called, getting an actual owner, but Reggie staying a stray and helping everyone out. I love that. I love his little happy ending. But that is a quick run-through of what the movie's about, and I'm going to be honest, the CGI on the mouths is very well done. It looks very cheap, but it is obviously going to look a little off as well, with it being talking dogs, something that we're not used to seeing. But the longer you watch the movie, the more natural it becomes, and the more used to it you get. And I am going to be honest, it looked pretty good. The CGI in this movie was great, especially when they got picked up by eagles. That was really interesting, and it looked real, so I'm quite happy with that. The CGI was amazing on this. I'm very proud of that, and I enjoyed that. The story is really interesting. It's an average adventure movie, a dog adventure movie, very similar to Homeward Bound. All three of those, with the dogs getting lost and having to find their own way back home. But they did it in a really creative way with having like the dogs interact with a load of different things like fireworks and mushrooms and destroying a family of rabbits on accident. Obviously, you had to have the stereotypical, oh, you get caught by the pound moment and all of them having to break out by shitting everywhere. But it was really interesting. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed the story. It was really nice and a fresh take on the dog return home story, with it being an 18 plus and being a lot of sexual jokes and a lot of dirty talk and a lot of effing, blinding, shitting and other swear words like that, which again is borderline like really basic humor, very similar to like Has Been Hotel humor. And with that, I was pissing myself laughing because that sort of humor still gets to me. I know, the ripe old age of 20, I'm still laughing when someone says the F word or someone says cock, because you're not used to dogs saying that. You're not used to dogs being these angry little fucks. But obviously, we have the little dog being the most angry one, and Reggie being so gullible, so lovable, so sweet. He's just a scruffy puppy, and you can't help but love him. He's so easily influenced, so naive, and he doesn't understand the world, but we see him learn throughout the movie and understand that his owner doesn't love him. His owner was a shit owner, and he deserved better. And this movie definitely deserves that, like, always taking on, like, the description of shit owners. And I hate people who, like, treat their dog like shit. It is so awful, so disrespectful, and if you don't treat your dog well, I hate you. Simple as that. You are scum of the earth. You should just, if you want a dog and if you get a dog, you have an obligation to look after that dog. You should look after that dog and care about that dog. Feed it, give it a home, water it, take it on walks, and pick up its shit. It's as simple as that. You also should train it to like not bite people and, just to have basic sort of rules with like not humping everything and stuff like that. But, look after your dog. It's as simple as that. If you got the dog, you look after the dog. If you can no longer look after the dog, give it to someone who can. Don't just dump it by the side of the road like a dick. Sorry, little rant out the way. 100% true though. Like, you are a dick if you like leave your dog by the side of the road. No doubt about it. I hate you. Again, scum of the earth. But this movie had really good sort of comedy. Really weird that it focused a lot on like sexual comedy. I was quite weirded out by some of that with the dogs talking about fucking stuff and fucking each other and sexy talking each other. I was quite uncomfortable. It was really weird seeing dogs talk sexy to each other and talk about all their parts. It was weird. I don't know. It was like a couple of the jokes in the movie felt very strange. And Will Ferrell. Yes, Will Ferrell. The voice of the dad from the Lego movie, the voice of Lord Business, such an innocent, funny voice. Buddy the fucking elf was the voice of Reggie. And again, hearing him swear, hearing him say this, that, and the other, and talk about fucking is so weird and so strange and something that I never expected, but it fits so well. And he's such a perfect casting for this role. The comedy had me giggling, laughing, rolling around on the floor because I was laying on the floor. I was literally sprawled on the floor watching this movie. So I was rolling around, laughing at this movie. It was genuinely such a good movie. And I hope you all go and watch this. The CGI is a little off at first. Some of the jokes feel a little off, but the jokes do actually land. The jokes are actually funny. And some of them do catch you off guard. The owner is a piece of shit, and I hate him. Genuinely. Such a piece of shit. And I don't know why, but he reminded me of Ian from Smosh. I have no idea why. I just got that vibe from him. And I'm not saying Ian's like a dick from Smosh. I'm just saying, like, that's how this guy presented himself. Very similar to Ian would on Smosh, like in a skit or something like that. But, oh god, this gnome. Don't even talk about this gnome. It's very strange. It appears multiple times, and it is weird. But it is a genuine, good film, wholeheartedly very good barrel of laughs, again, only for adults. But I do recommend you go watch it if you can. I do believe it is on Amazon. You can buy this on Amazon. You can buy this on YouTube as well. I don't know where else you can watch this. I'm not up to date with every single streaming service. But I do recommend, if you can, definitely go watch this. The dog is so adorable. All these dogs are so adorable and so cute. And you just wouldn't expect them to say this shit. But they do. And that's the comedy of it. You wouldn't expect dogs to say, like, random crap. You wouldn't expect dogs to do half of this crap. But they do it, and that's the comedy. That is the underlining comedy, and I know it's simple. I know it's stupid. I know it's wild, but it is a new, creative way to tell this kind of story, and I'm all here for it. I hope we get more sort of children's stories, like basic, borderline, overdone stories which are aimed at children, redone again, but told for adults. Because it's a whole demographic which hasn't been marketed upon, and this is like the first of its kind, and I hope we see a lot more of it. Like a Disney princess, which swears. I don't know what, I feel like that is a real movie. I don't know, but like something like that would be really funny. And Will Ferrell, I didn't know he was that old. I did not know he was getting that old. Damn. That dog is adorable, though. That dog is such a scruffy puppy, and I love him. He's such a lovable dog, and he had me crying towards the end. This movie actually had me crying. I thought the dog was going to die at one point, and it really worried me and made me tear up, especially when the other dog actually found a home as well. It was so good, so nice, and just the little puppy dog eyes of these dogs were adorable and made your heart melt every time. And then they would go and ruin it by saying something so fucking weird. But definitely an 8 out of 10 movie. Definitely would watch it again, and it deserves the 8 out of 10. It isn't perfect. Like I said, the CGI isn't like 100%. It does look a little off-putting to start with. But other than that, that's my only nitpick with it. And some of the jokes did make me uncomfortable, so that's where it loses its second point. But again, is a watchable movie, and I would watch it again, and I would recommend it to you guys. So go watch it if you can. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and let me know what other films you want me to watch in the comments below. I'll get onto them as soon as I can, and I do believe the next couple of reviews that we're looking at are Hazbin Hotel and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So if you are interested in either of those, please do hit subscribe and press the notification bell to be notified when those two videos do come around and are available to watch. Alright, bye-bye.